YouTube, it's Alicia. I'm back and I got my juice. And we finna deal with this head on. So, by head on, I'm going to be talking about WWE. It's things I want to talk about from this week. What I'm thinking, where they are going with this, and how I feel about Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman both taking over executive positions and anything. So, without further ado, let's get started because we got some tea. So first and foremost, I'm going to also address Bobby Lashley, but I want to talk about the first match from this past Monday. As y'all know, it was no falls count anywhere match between Bobby Lashley versus Braun Strowman. I got to see bits and pieces of this match, and let me just tell y'all this. That match was a L match. Not loser, but it's that other one. Yeah. HELL. Yeah. That was one good match. But the one thing I think the fans there or the fans around the world would not have expected is for both men, Braun Strowman and Bobby Lashley, to go through this stream. As y'all know, they've been having that. I think they've been having that format of the stream since 2006, 2007, something like that. And I just want to say, speedy recovery to both men. They kept saying during the whole thing, once they was trying to get after the explosion and everything, and I was like shocked. I was watching it, and I can tell y'all, my cousin who don't watch wrestling, he comes in his house, because I was at his house and I'm got to go back, and he looks, and he go, what the beep, beep, beep just happened? And he go, and he always called me by my middle name. He go, Renee, what the bleep, bleep, bleep just happened? And I was like, Braun Strowman took them to him and Bobby through the Tron. And I was like, I think the wrestlers in the back was still in shock. I think a lot of wrestlers was in shock and I know they couldn't go out there to help them because of protocol or anything, and that don't allow them to be thing. So Bobby Lashley was first to be loaded into the ambulance, and then Braun Strowman. So during the whole time as they rolling Braun Strowman back, they kept saying Braun Strowman haven't moved his legs. Braun Strowman haven't moved his legs. And I'm wishing speedy recovery to both of them. Now, let me address Bobby Lashley. Bobby Lashley, literally on your Twitter, literally threatening y'all. Like I'm saying, he threatened, and this was done on his Instagram. Threatened Braun Strowman. Now, Vince McMahon knows the severity of this, of the injuries, is what was just going on and stuff. And I'm going to say like this, y'all. Vince McMahon needs to pull to Bobby Lashley and say, you better go on your Instagram and recant, because what you pulled wasn't right. I know it wasn't right. The fans know it wasn't right. He literally threatened this guy. And everybody said, oh, it's scripted. No, it didn't seem scripted. This time, it did not seem scripted at all. And stuff. It just did not seem scripted. And I was just, so y'all, the question of the with this portion is, did Bobby Leslie go too far of what he said, what he will do to Braun Strowman on his Instagram? That's one. So then I want to come and talk about this mid-tag match. Let me talk about this mid-tag match. Maria Kanellis and her husband, as y'all know, got a multi-million-dollar deal. Yes, let me say, got a multi-million-dollar deal to resign to the WWE for 5 years. Okay, this is for 5 years, y'all. Alright, so reports saying after that deal was done, Maria revealed to them that she was pregnant. Who haven't too long had a baby and now is pregnant with her second child? Let's thank Miz's wife. If you don't think, I want y'all to think about it. Miz's wife had their baby of June of last year. Alright? June of this year made it a year. And she's pregnant with her second baby. Now, I can't count how long it's been since Maria had hers, but I think Maria had her baby before Maurice. I think, I'm not too sure. Let's just say that. But it's just so obvious that Maria Kanellis and Maurice are pregnant at the same time. I am not bashing first of all, I'm not bashing nobody, pregnant or nothing. I'm not bashing, but is this just so coincidence? Now again, they pregnant at the same time. That's just that. And so I want to hear y'all thoughts on that. Is Maria pregnancy now, was it calculated, or is it just obvious? It was it calculated, or was it just obvious? Now, another person I need to talk about, and y'all know for so many years now, probably about a good 4.5 years now, I have a problem with Corey Graves. As y'all know, I don't truly care for Corey Graves. But I will say this, I like the new look, just to go on and change the attitude. He just needs to change the attitude, y'all. It's just, his attitude gets on my nerves. To me, it's just his attitude and the way. It's his attitude and the way he treats black wrestlers. I'm not going to talk about the R-Truth, Drake Maverick thing. I'm not. But I do want to come and talk about one thing. And I want to talk about this new tag team on NXT that appeared on Monday Night Raw. Man, we've been needing another African American tag team for a long time, and I just love it. And to me, is it just me, or do this tag team kind of mind y'all of the primetime players? Y'all remember the primetime players? So do this new African American tag team remind y'all of the primetime players? That's the only thing about that. It's just to me, they just remind me of that. So now, let me talk about Paul Heyman and Eric Bischoff. Let me just say this. Paul Heyman taking over executive position for Raw. This week we saw a little bit, and it was pretty. Now I'm gonna give y'all my opinion about Eric Bischoff. Paul Heyman taking over. I hope Vince. I hope it end up being the right decision and not the wrong decision, because I don't want to always turn around and he is always putting Brock Lesnar in our face. That's one thing I don't want to see. I don't want to always turn around and see, oh, here's Brock Lesnar. Brock Lesnar this, Brock Lesnar that. Give him the title this, give this title to him. Give him that, give him this, give him that, give him this, give him that. I don't want to see that at all. That's just that. I hope it's not just me feeling that way. I just don't want to see that at all. So let me hear y'all thinking. Is this a good thing that Paul Heyman is in charge of Raw? Now, let's get to SmackDown. As y'all know, the new executive over for production for SmackDown is Eric Bischoff. Okay, we haven't seen him in WWE in years. At first, I was like, I questioned it. Could they have got somebody's a wrestler's child to come and do this? But then I thought about it, and then I go, okay, this might work. Because Eric Bischoff and Paul Heyman came up in the WWE in the Attitude Era, if you remember, Attitude Era, early 2000s at that. And I go, what can they do something real unique? Ugh. Excuse me, I'm getting lower back pains. Could they do something unique to show us they are ready to be the number one person in everything? I'm just gonna say it like this, and I'm gonna say it properly, and I'm gonna say it clump. He better do something right. That's all I'm saying. But where Raw this week and SmackDown this week went, oh my God. You got Kofi Kingston flipping the bird to Samoa Joe. We got some F-bombs being thrown. Y'all, I don't know, but I think we're going to have a modern day Attitude Era. So the question of the day with this, we're going to have a modern day Attitude Era. And the question right now, and the second question to that is, do you want to see a modern day Attitude Era on the WWE? And the one thing I have to come is this storyline with Alex Bliss and Nikki Cross and the other females. I just want it doesn't make sense. Like I'm saying, it doesn't make sense at all. Let me just say, it doesn't make sense at all. It's not too pleasing. I just feel like they need to scrap it. Just let some of the female wrestlers just come out with video proof that, oh, Alex Bliss is using you to like get former girls that she have used to actually reveal her real intentions, and have it. And then I really don't get why Alex Bliss is getting a title belt shot at Bayley's title and not Nikki Cross. I'm sorry. Nikki Cross would make a great women's champion. But it just wouldn't be. It's just not the right thing. And like I keep telling y'all, I'm counting down the days of whenever Sasha Banks is coming back. I am a big Sasha Banks fan. Oh my God. What is my big dream for my YouTube channel right now when it comes to wrestling? That's going to come at a later date. But if I could, I would. I would love to interview her. Let's just say that. Mommy would love to interview Sasha Banks. There's a lot of wrestlers, I think, some of us in the wrestling community on here on the tube will love to wrestle. And if you want me to do a video about people who I really would love to interview, meet in person and interview, give me 100 views on this video, and I'll do a video on that. But I would want to come and talk about some. I want to talk about the rest of the women's division. I've been saying this, and I stand by it. I hardly do not care for Lacey Evans, and I feel like the reason that I'm saying this is, one, it's like when it comes to Lacey Evans, Charlotte Flair, and Alex Bliss, they have the type that Vince McMahon likes. You're blonde, got big boobs, and this is the only type of female I want to push. And I've been literally saying this. Vince McMahon is not going to push the other women. So y'all, let me hear from y'all. Who right now do you want to see push so bad to push Lacey Evans? Lacey Evans to Charlotte Flair to Alex Bliss out the way for they can have a chance. All right, y'all. That's all I have time for. Until then, I'm Alicia. Don't forget to thumbs up this video, comment below, and subscribe.